My name is Ish from Goldheart Automotive and welcome to this Jaguar XF R. Okay, so starting off, the car is finished in liquid silver or it's finished in lunar grey. I haven't exactly worked out which colourway the car is, so if you do know, please write in the comments. The car doesn't look like anything special from afar. It just looks like a normal Jag XF, but once you start going closer and looking at the smaller details, you realise why it is the XF R variant. So firstly, onto the bonnet, you have these two louvers, and I don't know if they're functional or if they're just for form, but you have supercharged script in the middle of the bonnet, which I think looks pretty cool. Going onto the side, you have the side power vents, so you have the Jaguar script finishing chrome, which again I think makes the car look quite bulky. And to the rear, you have these quad exhaust tailpipes, and what makes this car so special is that it's straight piped, and a little bit later in the video we'll show you exactly how that sounds. It literally sounds amazing. So next up, we have these alloy wheels. So they're 20-inch R design Nevis alloy wheels. They don't look 20-inch, that's probably because the car is so big and so bulky, but again, in the center you have this supercharged script and the Jaguar. These are the only colorway and the only design I believe you get for the Jaguar XF R. So this being a Jag, there are some quirky bits and pieces. For example, this wiper blade. When I first took the car in, I thought the wiper blade was actually broken, but that's not the case. It slightly goes up and is a little bit annoying for the passenger because it's in their view, but that is just a quirk of the Jag, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so moving on to the interior environment, it's all very Jaguar in here. So the leather, it's full leather interior, finished in ivory with the veneer wood to the dash and the center console. It's all very high end. The quality feels incredible in here. This is genuinely what you call luxury performance. I like things like the steering wheel, the R branded steering wheel. I like the R logos on the dashboard and on the seats, and it's just a really nice place to be in. Okay, so now moving on to the specification of the car. It is a brilliant factory specification, and for a car that's 14 years old, I'm quite surprised the amount of spec and the amount of features you get on this Jaguar. So just some of the things off the top of my head: you have heated seats, heated steering wheel, cooling seats, you have dual climate control. The steering wheel is electrically adjusted through this button here, which works really well. You have a rear blind which goes up and down through the touch of the button, and that's just some of the things you get. You have Bowers & Wilkins sound system, which from memory is a 440 watt sound system, so even today it sounds absolutely brilliant. Auto lights, auto wipers. It has lane change warning system, which for a car 14 years ago is actually incredible. So yeah, brilliant factory specification. Reverse camera as well. You have the I think it's a 7.7 inch touchscreen, color touchscreen. So loads and loads of things to do in here. So just some of my favorite things about this car. Number one, the glove box. The glove box is soft close. It opens via touch, as you can see. And the second thing I love about this car is when you start the car, all the air vents and fans open up by themselves, which I think is a really nice feature, and it definitely shows that you're in a luxury performance Jaguar. Okay, so before we take this car for a drive, I just realized it has 0 miles on the range. So what we're going to do, we're at BP, we're going to fill the car up, and without cheating, put in the comments what you think this car is going to cost to fill it up. So I think it's going to cost around £95. Bearing in mind this is a V8 supercharged 5 litre straight pipe, so I think it's about 90 to £95. But put in the comments what you think, and yeah, let's see who's right. I wouldn't be surprised if the car just literally conks out here. 100. When it stops, I'll just write, it's going to hurt my soul. 112 pounds. This is a good time to say we're looking for sponsorship. 163 miles. Oh, Now let's listen to what a V8 5-litre supercharged straight piped Jaguar XF R sounds like. Okay, so now we're out in the drive in the XFR. I'll keep this short and sweet. It feels very, very powerful. And when you put your foot down, you can definitely hear that straight pipe sound. In fact, I'll put the window down now. So you can just exactly, you can hear what it sounds like. So yeah, straight pipe. If you have an XFR, definitely recommend straight piping your Jag. It sounds absolutely incredible. Sound is what makes the car. But in here it feels very smooth, it feels comfortable. The power delivery again is smooth. So I've owned and driven the BMW M5 E60 V10, which is what this car essentially competes against. And in terms of comparison, there's a lot of other YouTube videos which do a much better job than comparing those two, but M5 I think has a better engine, hands down. That V10 engine is something else. However, I think the Jaguar has a better gearbox. I think the ride is smoother. I think it's more comfortable in here, and I do genuinely think it's a little bit more usable. There's a really good review that Jeremy Clarkson did on Top Gear, where he basically said that the M5 is a lot more dynamic. He'd rather have that on track, but as you're driving on the road, then the Jaguar XF R is the one to have. And I do agree. I think it's just much more comfortable in here. I think the interior is a lot nicer. I think you have a lot more spec as standard. Just as an example, the cooling seats, the M5, I don't even think that was the spec option. On the Jaguar that is. So that'd be my assessment. Jaguar on the road, M5 on the track. But overall, it's just very Jag in here. It's very nice. Everything feels high quality. The leathers are all nice. Everything you touch is really good quality. Interior is really nice. It's fast. I don't know how comfortable I would feel taking this car around corners. You have to remember it is 510 PS. It is rear wheel drive. And there are a few times where it has slid out a bit, and not even putting my accelerator foot down that much. So that's the only thing I'd probably be wary of just around the corners. But you have to remember this is a 14-year-old car. It sounds amazing, it drives extremely fast, it's very smooth, very comfortable, and it's just a really nice place to be. So yeah, that's just a brief assessment of what I think this Jaguar XF R is like to drive. Okay, so this was just a short review video on our Jaguar XF R. At the time of this video going live, the Jag is for sale at 10,495. I don't think it will be for sale much longer. It's such a brilliant car. But yeah, please like, subscribe and share. And normal service next week, next Sunday, will be resumed on M Cars. So we look forward to seeing you then. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, just remember to like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you at the next one.